A global superstar is coming to campus tomorrow. We'll show you why Travis Scott will be at SC.
The 2028 Olympics may feel far away, but Los Angeles is already getting ready in a major way.
A devastating earthquake shakes up Taiwan. Find out why experts say it could have been worse.
Annenberg TV News is next.
Rapper Travis Scott will be here at USC tomorrow afternoon. Hi, I'm Malcolm Caminero.
And I'm Clara Rodriguez. Scott's visit was announced this afternoon via email from the USC bookstore.
Let's go! Sun is down, breathing cold. That's how we already know when it's here.
Rapper Travis Scott and his clothing brand Cactus Jack is set to release new merchandise on dozens of college campuses. According to Fanatics, Cactus Jack plans to release unique and specially designed products for students, and tomorrow marks the start of the collaboration. The music sensation will be here at USC tomorrow at 3 p.m., and students have expressed their joy over the rapper's visit.
I heard that Travis Scott was coming to campus through a friend of a friend.
I did. I saw it on Barstool. I've never myself purchased any merch from a celebrity, but I think with him coming to my school, I think I would be more interested in actually seeing what it looks like and analyzing it a bit more.
In addition to USC, Travis Scott will be visiting LSU and UT Austin to promote his Jack Goes Back to College line. His brand is coming to 28 universities nationwide, including 2 other California colleges, UCLA and UC Berkeley. The Houston-born rapper has shown support for USC in the past by attending women's basketball games. Annenberg Media will have the full coverage of Scott's visit to campus tomorrow.
Mayor Karen Bass visited Exposition Park today to tout $900 million in federal funding that will help beef up LA's latest infrastructure ahead of the 2028 Olympics.
When we were in Paris, the message was clear. There is no time to waste in preparing for the games to be here. So I look forward to more accessibility and easier travel for Metro's current riders and for future riders as we continue preparing to be on the world stage.
Nearly $700 million of the funding comes from a congressional spending package signed by President Joe Biden. It will add 11 new transit stations to the San Fernando Valley Light Rail and extend the Metro Purple Line. The rest of the money comes from federal grants aimed at improving equity and access to transportation, including more bus service, bike share stations, and mobility hubs.
Too often in our history, when we talk about investments in infrastructure, it's communities of color that are often not only left behind but taken advantage of. And so these new investments are putting equity-focused communities at the front of the line.
The Summer Games in LA, July 2028, are expected to attract millions of visitors from around the world.
现在我本人在现场几乎站都站不稳了，那尤其我们的天花板几乎是剧烈的摇晃。
Newscasters were on air as a 7.4 magnitude earthquake rocked the island of Taiwan. The shaking began at 8 a.m. local time near the northeastern part of the country. Taiwanese officials say the quake has killed at least 9 people and injured hundreds of others. Many people are trapped in their homes. Experts say the relatively low death toll may be partially thanks to a 1999 quake that killed 2,400 people and prompted the government to update building codes.
The fact they had a bad earthquake that's affected most of the country recently is the best wake-up call people can have. And they can see Japan and the other countries in the Western Pacific and look at their experience as well. In California, we have a little bit of a problem because we haven't had a really big earthquake since the 1906 San Francisco earthquake. We should be investing more here in California to be as ready as they probably are in Taiwan.
More than 200 aftershocks have rocked the region since the quake. Taiwanese officials say this is the strongest earthquake they've seen since the devastating one in 1999. Meantime, in California, we are no strangers to earthquakes. There are thousands per year, and most of them are small. But many USC students say they wouldn't know what to do if a big one were to hit.
Me personally, I don't feel super prepared. I remember at the beginning of the year, we had like that one earthquake and we didn't receive any notification about it until afterwards.
Growing up in California, like having the shakeout protocols like every year, I learned a lot about like taking cover and what materials are good to be under and which ones you want to avoid.
Normally they tell you that you have to have like food supply for like 6 months or something, and I don't have that. I wouldn't know what to do if an earthquake happened and I couldn't use my phone.
Here are some tips from the USC Emergency Planning Department. Drop, cover, and hold on. Drop to the floor to avoid falling furniture. Take cover under a desk or table to protect your head, and hold on until the ground stops shaking. You can also download the My Shake app. The U.S. Geological Survey says even a few seconds of warning can help save lives and reduce injuries.
Time now for College Corners, where we fill you in on what's happening at universities around the nation. In Pennsylvania tonight, Bucknell University is mourning the loss of a 22-year-old political science student. Christian Samé was found dead on Saturday inside his frat house. The school says there's no evidence of foul play, but found his death an unspeakable loss for the campus community. Classes were cancelled on Monday as the investigation continues. University of Arizona President Robert Robbins is stepping down. Robbins has been under fire for months because of a financial crisis. The university's budget is reportedly $177 million short. Robbins says he will leave as soon as the board finds his replacement. That's it for College Corners this week. Stay tuned for more college news next time.
Thanks, Clara. A bill in the California Senate Assembly might affect college admissions. Assembly Bill 1780 would try to prevent colleges from admitting legacy students based on their connection to a donor or alum of the school. It would penalize private universities that continue to leverage legacy student admissions by excluding the university from receiving Cal Grant funding. Assembly member Phil Ting, who proposed the bill, stressed its urgency and its end goal.
The main thing it was following was the Supreme Court decision on affirmative action. It seems ludicrous that you can't take race into account when you are looking at admissions, but you can take someone's net worth and their level of donation to the university. The end goal of is to end legacy admissions and to ensure that there is no longer preferential treatment for the wealthiest families applying to these schools, as well as those with alumni relationships.
USC said in a statement that the university is committed to and proud of the diversity of the student body. For the 2022-2023 admitted class, 22% were first-generation students and eligible for Pell Grants. Underrepresented groups were 28% of admitted students and 74% were student of color. USC tells us that the university is not taking a position on the legislation in Sacramento. And changes to the Electoral College votes in Nebraska could have major implications for the upcoming 2024 election. Sarah Schornstein has more on the story.
Thanks, Malcolm. Nebraska State Senator Mike McDonald switched his affiliation from Democrat to Republican, giving the Nebraska legislature the supermajority. Here's why that's important. The Republicans are pushing a bill that would change the distribution of Electoral College votes to a winner-take-all. Here's a map of the Electoral College votes per state. 7 of them are considered swing states, ultimately the states that decide the presidential election. According to a recent Wall Street Journal poll, Trump is slightly ahead in 6 of the 7 swing states, which means it'll be a pretty close election. This means that every vote counts. Since 1991, Nebraska has split its electoral votes based on popular vote. If this bill were to pass, it would change to a winner-take-all system, meaning that it would likely benefit Trump and the GOP. Here's what one political expert had to say.
College gets to decide who's the president, and we influence that process with our votes, but ultimately their votes matter than ours do. And so the Electoral College, if you really want to nerd out on the math, and a lot of people do, it gets really close. And we're looking at, again, these battleground states. So when you start doing these different configurations of math, in many of these configurations, it turns out to where that one vote could make the difference.
As there's a lot of opposition to the bill and there's limited time to bring the bill to the floor, it's still unclear whether the bill will pass. We'll just have to wait and see.
Thanks, Sarah. We'll definitely keep an eye out for that. The campus blood drive is back. Today, a mobile blood donation bus set up in the USC Village encouraging students to donate blood. The incentive? $10 in-and-out gift cards. Livestream usually hosts mobile blood drives on the first Wednesday of each month at USC. The company is the primary blood supplier for the Keck Medicine School. They take both appointments and walk-ins.
I like to say that blood is one of the greatest gifts you can give because you can't buy it yourself.
People should definitely go donate their blood. It's super easy and quick.
Ultimately, if I'm healthy, there's no reason I shouldn't, in turn, try and just help other people out as well. I'm scared of needles, and this is helping me get over that a little too, so that was surprisingly a big needle.
This is the last campus blood drive for the semester, but the company says there will be lots more opportunities for students to donate in the fall.
If you're feeling lucky, there's still a chance to grab $1 billion in the Powerball lottery.
There can only be one national champ, but women's college basketball has already won off the court.
And I'm here at USC's Global Culture Night. Stay with us.
Let me tell you how we amplify our Latina voices. Check out Dímelo. We have it all. Deportes.
Entertainment. Noticias. ¿Qué tal? Soy Mariela Gómez y bienvenidos a Dime la Hora.
Radio and podcasting.
Comida y cultura. Digital social media.
¿A qué equipo le vas tú? LA Galaxy o LAFC? Dímelo is the only Latina-focused media outlet at USC. Dímelo. We have it all.
Dímelo. We have it all.
Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
Let's find out. 1, 2, 3.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know.
There's a new pet.
Chia.
Chia Pet, the pottery that grows. It's fun and easy. Soak your chia, spread the seeds, keep it watered, and watch it grow. And now grow a whole collection of fun with Chia teddy bears, puppies, kittens, rams, bulls. There's even a chia tree to keep your pets company. Chia Pets and Trees, the pottery that grows.
The Chia Pet and Chia Tree are available at Kmart, Rite Aid, Ames, and Woolworth. Makes a great gift.
The International Student Assembly's Global Culture Night is underway. Reporter Alexandra Goldberg is there. Alex, can you tell us what's going on?
Yeah, the energy here in Alumni Park is super high and people are very, very excited for these performances. You can see right behind me, there's a theater group taking center stage. Now there's more performances, food, and games all evening. This is Global Culture Night, an annual event put on by the International Student Assembly. Tonight, there's 6 performances taking center stage and representing different cultural backgrounds on campus. They're expecting about 100 attendees to gather here in Alumni Park to watch the talent, enjoy food, and chat with the student groups tabling here. And I'm here with the co-director of the International Student Assembly. Tell me, what is all of the cool stuff that we can expect tonight?
Sure, yeah. So we've got obviously a theater performance going on right now. We'll also have a couple of a cappella performances, some dance numbers, and then a pretty cool martial arts performance to end the night off.
And what does Global Culture Night mean to USC's community? Tell me some more.
Yeah, so I mean, Global Culture Night is a huge part of ISA's mission to kind of create a space for international students or just students on campus to engage with, the international community, both here and abroad. So this is a really, and the turnout today has been really great. So it's just a good way for everybody to enjoy and just kind of experience, different cultures.
Great. Thank you so much. Come to Alumni Park until 7 p.m. tonight. Check out the fun. Check out the talent. Malcolm, Clara, back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Alex. Women's college basketball is not the only talk of the town, but the talk of the country. Reporter Classy Love looks at the major players bringing eyes to the game.
So I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to just keep raising women's sports, not just women's basketball, but just women's sports in general.
LSU's Angel Reese is thrilled to be a part of history, even after a devastating loss against Iowa.
Playing against another great player, of course, is always amazing, and our viewership going up, and I'm sure so many different people watched us tonight.
Reese and rival Caitlin Clark drew 12.3 million viewers on Monday night, making it the most watched women's college basketball game on record, and most watched college basketball game ever on ESPN platforms. A USC sports commentary professor says the impact that Juju Watkins has had on the game is limitless.
You know, it's all good juju. You know, it's all about Jew. And I can tell you personally that I have people, friends, old friends of mine from all over the country calling me, asking me to get signed jerseys, you know, guys. And, you know, what's up with Juju? She's fire. She's this, she's that. You know, so people are already taking notice, and I don't see that dissipating at all.
The University of Southern California hosted the first and second round of March Madness. The women's Trojans brought out almost 9,000 fans to compete in a spot for the Elite Eight versus Kansas right here at the Galen Center. Even the men's teams here at USC are a fan of Juju's game.
Juju is changing the game a lot because he scores the ball at a crazy rate. All the attention is really good for the school, for basketball in general, and women's basketball.
The hoopla isn't over yet. This Friday, NC State will face South Carolina, and UConn will battle Iowa for a spot in the final dance. For Annenberg Media, I'm Classy Love.
Now today was as fine as summertime, but will it stay that way? Only Audie knows. Audie, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Malcolm. Today was definitely a summertime type of day. We had plenty of sunshine, and we are still sitting in the mid-70s. Let's look at the temperature right now. So we're actually at 70 degrees right now. We might see a little bit more clouds tonight as the temperature drops, but let's look at what we have ahead of us. Tomorrow, the temperature is going to start dropping until Friday, when we have a 50% chance of rain. So be sure to prepare for that. But starting on Saturday, we'll see the temperature slowly rising again with some sun for the following days. But the big thing to keep your eye out for this week is the solar eclipse. It's happening on Monday, and the peak of the eclipse for LA is meant to be at 11:12 a.m. It should be fully over by 12:30, but make sure you don't look directly at it. You don't want to hurt your eyes. That's all going on in Audie's atmosphere this week. Let's head over to Keeley to hear some updates on Trojan sports.
The Final Four is this weekend. Find out who's facing off and who's favored to win it all. Juju Watkins broke the freshman scoring record on Monday. Find out what other accolades the freshman phenom has racked up. And USC baseball is back in action this weekend. Stay tuned for sports.
Bonjour, je suis le grand musique.
Je suis la jeune fille.
Yes, that's French they're speaking. And no, these children aren't French. They're American. And they've acquired their amazing new language skills from Muzzy, the remarkable new video language program for children developed by the British Broadcasting Corporation. With this unique BBC language course, children learn a second language with incredible ease. 4 delightful videos quickly become their favorite TV show and teaches children the same way they learned English. Learning another language becomes fun. You'll be amazed when your children begin speaking and understanding their new language from the very first day through this unique method. The entire course, 4 videos, 2 audio cassettes, the activity book, and the parent's guide and answer book is available in French, Spanish, Italian, or German.
To order, use your credit card and call this number. We'll ship and charge you $28.08 a month for 6 months. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call 1-800-424-0700.
Okay, this stuff is really amazing. I mean, I put it in my mouth and I taste watermelon, but it's not just that. I taste strawberry too, but it's kind of like a watermelon-y strawberry put together. Hey, hang on. Sorry about that. And the bubbles are really awesome. I mean, that's why they call it Max, I guess, obviously. That sort of makes sense once you think about it. Oh, I'm Dan, and that's Chuck. Hubba Max. A whole new kind of bubble. Hey!
Welcome back to ATVN Sports. I'm Cam Kaufman, filling in this week for Madison Hogue. We're here to start off by sending it over to Keeley for our men's Final Four predictions.
It's no longer March, but March Madness is in full effect. This past weekend's Elite Eight matchups had fans absolutely buzzing. The men's Final Four kicks off this weekend in Phoenix with number 1 UConn taking on number 4 Alabama. Reigning national champion UConn has been dominant this whole season, and after rolling past Illinois in the Elite Eight, I'm going with the Huskies. On the other side of the bracket, number 11 NC State takes on number 1 Purdue. NC State, despite being an underdog, is not to be taken lightly. Led by big man DJ Burns Jr., who's become a nationwide sensation, the Wolfpack have been the Cinderella story of this tournament, knocking off a talented Duke team in the Elite Eight. But I'm going to have to keep riding with Purdue on this one. I've had them since the beginning, and it's hard to go against a team that's played this consistently and has 7'4" Zach Edey on their side. Make sure to leave your weekend plans wide open because you do not want to miss these matchups. The action kicked off Saturday afternoon with Purdue versus NC State, followed by UConn versus Alabama. That's all for men's hoops. Back to you at the desk, Cam.
Although her freshman season has come to a close, we cannot skip over how dominant Juju Watkins has been this year. Just today, she was named the WBCA Freshman of the Year, and that's why she's our pick for Women of Troy Wednesday. In March Madness debut, Watkins put up 110 points across 4 games, leading her team on an incredible Elite Eight run. In the loss to UConn in the Elite Eight, Watkins posted a 29-10 double-double while hitting all 9 of her free throws. Beyond today's awards, though, Watkins has also racked up tons of other accolades. Just to name a few, she was the Athletics National Freshman of the Year, ESPN's National Player of the Year runner-up, the Pac-12 Freshman of the Year, and she's an All-American. I was at the games in Portland this weekend, and it was pretty clear just how much this team really means to each other. After their Elite Eight loss, Mackenzie Forbes said she has a lot of faith in Watkins' ability to bring the Trojans into the next years to come.
I told her on the way here, these people got to deal with you for 3 more years, and if I was a coach, that would be my worst nightmare. So I think just really excited to see her grow. She has, as incredible as she is, it's scary because she can still get so much better. She's selfless. She's mature. She's a winner. But seriously, I would want to be her teammate every day of the week. I truly mean that. So I think this program couldn't be in better hands than with her.
Be sure to follow along on Annenberg Media Sports to see what other awards Watkins might take home this offseason.
Fresh off their big weekend sweep against nationally ranked Oregon State, the Trojans fell short in their midweek matchup against the University of San Diego last night, 9-3.
Yeah, it's really tough. For example, last night we lost a game that we felt we definitely could have won, maybe had done some things, could have won, should have won. But it's kind of a struggle, honestly. We got a lot of new guys, so we know that the potential is obviously there, but at the same time, we're trying to just do our best to day by day stay in the moment and just be the best you can that day to hopefully get the win. But for tonight, we need to get back in the win column. We got Tyler Stromsberg on the mound, veteran pitcher, so it's going to be fun. We definitely expect to win, get some momentum going into the weekend.
The Trojans got on the board first with a solo flyout homer by Ryan Jackson in the first, but they couldn't seem to keep pace with the San Diego Bats later in the game. The game was at a 2-2 stalemate going into the 5th before the Toros put up 7 runs to secure the victory. The Trojans look to get back in the win column tonight as they take on UC San Diego. The Trojans are coming off a weekend sweep that concluded Monday with an impressive 22 win over UC Riverside. The game was the Tritons' highest scoring match so far this season. First pitch is at 6 p.m. tonight at Page Stadium. And that's all for ATVN Sports. I'm Keely Roy.
And I'm Cam Kaufman, sending it over to hear more about how we all could walk a little more.
I'm here live in studio with DJ GCat to ask him about his side hustle as a DJ.
Now your child can visit steamy jungles, grassy plains, and the dark depths of the oceans to meet and learn surprising facts about the magnificent animals that live there, all through the captivating, colorful pages of Zoo Books. The publication is specially created for young readers. Each monthly issue of Zoo Books is packed with breathtaking full-color photos and scientifically accurate illustrations, plus games and puzzles. Today, through this exclusive TV offer, you can get 12 fascinating issues of Zoo Books for the special price of $19.95. live. When you call and use your credit card, we'll include the elephants issue as a gift. Plus, you'll also get the colorful collection of animal stickers and the tiger poster. So order Zoo Books today and send learning and fun to a child you love.
To order 12 fascinating issues of Zoo Books for $19.95, call 1-800-441-2400. When you call, we'll include the bonus elephant issue, stickers, and tiger poster with your order. Call 1-800-441-2400. You must be 18 years or older to call.
Have you ever wanted to develop your artistic abilities? If so, you may already have the interest and desire needed to become a serious art student. To find out, simply call toll-free and Art Instruction Schools will send you this enjoyable art test. Since 1914, we've helped thousands of aspiring artists become more skilled, more confident, and more creative in their art. Call today for your free art test. We'll help you become a better artist.
So, Malcolm, how many steps did you take today?
I took about 5,000 or so.
Well, I'd say that means you celebrated National Walking Day as put on by the American Heart Association.
That's what I'm talking about.
There's a trail nearby where you can get your steps in, literally. Every day, locals climb the Culver City Stairs, 282 steps to panoramic views of Los Angeles. Adults are advised to track 10,000 steps per day, or about 5 miles every time you put on one foot in front of the other. You strengthen your heart in lunges, reduce the risk of heart disease and stroke, increase bone density, de-stress, and so much more. To amplify your walk, you can climb, sidestep, lunge, or even run up the stairs. For some, this daily trek is routine.
I had a heart attack, and they obviously suggested that I walk, and so I've been walking.
Because I work at a desk at home and I just need to get out of the house. I don't make any decisions about how I feel until after I walk up the steps.
I try to push for at least 6,000 steps every day when I work and 10,000 when I'm not working, so on the weekends. And the reason for that is just because I am personally trying to lose weight, and so I need to be moving my body a lot more.
There are many trails and there are trackers to find your baseline. If adding in more steps seems overwhelming, I challenge you to take the stairs, schedule 5-minute walk breaks, and walk to the store. Ready, set, get walking.
Alabama, how we doing?
Here with me today, and thank you to our viewers at home for watching Annenberg TV News. I'm Clara Rodriguez. Okay, so I have live in studio with me DJ Cat. Thank you so much for being here with us. So you are both a USC student studying real estate development as well as a producer under DJ. What's it like juggling the two?
It definitely gets difficult at times, especially when you have assignments and you also want to start making music. But I find it helpful where I want to finish my assignments more on time, so then I have more time to do things that involve music.
Absolutely, yeah. And I see that you've already got 2 songs released out, and one of them, in fact, has over 1 million streams on Spotify. Tell me, what's your production process like?
Yeah, so I make a lot of TikTok videos and use other social medias like Instagram, and you know, it's kind of a trial process where I'll post a video with a new song that I made, see if people like it, and then yeah, I go from there. So that one turned out doing very well on both.
Well, that's amazing to hear. That's all that we have time for today. Thank you so much for being with me today, DJ Cat. Thank you, DJ Cat, for being here with us, and thank you once again to our viewers at home for watching Annenberg TV News. I'm Clara Rodriguez.
And I'm Malcolm Caminero. For more coverage, watch and subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Annenberg Media. Good night.